Welcome back to my channel, guys. First, I'd like to say a happy early Diwali to everyone that's celebrating. I asked on my Instagram page if anyone would like to see a Diwali makeup look, so here is what I've come up with, and let's get straight to the tutorial. As always, my brow tutorial will be linked in the info box. I started off by priming my lids with the Too Faced Shadow Insurance in Lemon Drop, and I primed my eyelid and also underneath my eyes, like you can see here. The reason I'm doing underneath is so that no eyeshadow or concealer budges either. And then taking these small post-it stickies, I am sticking them to the lower parts of my eyes like you can see here and making sure that they're both even. And I'm only using this because it's easier to film with, so you can use normal sellotape or even a credit card or something like that as well. Then taking this Kiko eyeshadow stick, and this one is in the shade 36, I'm applying this onto the whole of my eyelid, and I'm making sure that this doesn't really go into the crease. I totally forgot to do this first, but I'm taking the Mary Luminizer highlight and adding that to my brow bone. Then taking Cherry Cordial from the Chocolate Bar palette from Too Faced, I'm applying this to the inner part of my eye where we applied the eyeshadow stick, and I'm making sure that this goes just a little bit into the eye, like past halfway, about 2/3. And this was coming up a little bit too brown on my eyes, so then I took Candied Violet, which is this colour here from the same palette, and then added that just literally on top of where I applied the previous colour. And then just making sure that there's even amounts of colour on both of the eyes and that they look as similar in colour as possible. Then taking Triple Fudge from the same palette as well, I'm adding that to the outer part of the eye in kind of like a V shape, and basically covering where the eyeshadow stick was added. And just making sure again that everything is nicely blended into the purpley shimmery red colour as well. And then to make sure that everything is nice and blended and smooth looking, I added Milk Chocolate, which is this colour here, into the crease as a transition colour using a Sigma E40 brush, and just making sure that everything is nicely blended and there's no harsh lines of any of the colours. Then, as always, it's time to take the post-it notes off like this, and as you can see, there's a really sharp line. Now, I just went in with that same brush and just diffused the colour out a little bit so it wasn't too harsh, and then cleaned it all up with a normal cleansing wipe. Then it was time for the top wing liner, and I used my Super Liner Soaker by L'Oreal, and I've literally pretty much put every single clip of me putting my eyeliner on, so you can see just exactly how slowly I do it. And I have had loads of questions on doing an eyeliner tutorial, so I have added that to my list, and I'll be filming one soon and showing you the different types of eyeliner looks that I like to go for. But like you can see here, I'm just following the kind of wing look that was already created by the post-it notes and just winging my eyeliner out. And then grabbing Perversion by Urban Decay, I tightlined both my upper and waterlines. Upper and lower waterlines of my eyes, like you can see here, and I cannot get over how amazing this eyeliner is still. I still use it every single day. And then for mascara, I used the Telescopic Extra Black Mascara from L'Oreal, and just applied about a layer of this on because I did go ahead and add some lashes. And as you can see right here, these are what they look like on, and I used the Ardell Demi Wispy Lashes. Then for the face, I used my Touche Éclat foundation and just did the usual shebang, which is just literally applying it with my beauty blender and blending that bad boy all into my skin. And here you can see me blending away, and it has to be one of my favourite parts that I like to do because the sponge just feels amazing. For highlight and concealer, I used my Kevyn Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer and the Maybelline Eye Eraser, and applied that in an upside down triangle shape underneath my eyes, and then I also added it onto my chin, my cupid's bow, down this bridge of my nose and my forehead, and not forgetting above my jawline as well. And I know I look totally weird right now, but then, as always, I'm going in with my beauty blender, the pointy side, to blend that all into my skin and making sure that the product's not getting moved around too much and staying pretty much in the areas that we want to look highlighted and want to bring out and bring more forward. For setting my under eyes, I love using the banana powder by Ben Nye, and I'm just applying that with the beauty blender again, and this really helps it stay extra highlighted and stops my concealer from creasing. Then taking Triple Fudge again on an angled brush, I'm applying that to my lower lash line just to make everything a bit more smoky looking. And as always, I'm building the colour up because I don't like to add too much from the beginning. For contour, I used my Revolution eyeshadow in Delicious and just applied that on to the hollows of my cheeks, like you can see here, with a fluffy blending brush, and just blending away. And I have definitely fallen in love with this, and it might have taken over my love for the crushed walnut eyeshadow as well. But as you can see here, I'm also going in and slightly contouring my nose using the same brush and the same powder, and then doing the same to my hairline and also just underneath my jawline as well. And then to warm that up slightly, I'm basically going over with this Sephora press powder in Deep everywhere that I had contoured, just to slightly warm it up because I wasn't going to wear any blusher and just wanted it to look really nice and contoured. And then for my cheek highlight, I used the same Mary Luminizer highlighter and I just applied that to the high points of my cheeks on both sides, and I'm still loving this highlighter. I'm not going to lie, I almost forgot this step, and it's a mascara on my bottom lashes, so I'm using the same mascara that I used on my top lashes on my bottom lashes as well. As the eyes are super dramatic, I went with the nude lip, and I used Cruising by NARS and just applied a generous layer of this all on my lips, as this is quite a sheer finish. And to make my lips look a little bit larger, I applied the same highlighter on my Cupid's bow, just like you can see here. Last but not least, I added a bindi and added some of this Tarte setting powder onto the entire face of mine. And then that's the look completed. I really hope you guys enjoyed this look, and I hope you guys have a fabulous Diwali, and please remember to be safe. And also, I've had my hair done again, so if you like my hair, please give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like any more Indian videos, then please give it a thumbs up as well. But I'll leave it as that, guys, and I will see you all in my next tutorial. Bye!